Hello everybody, welcome to the opening ceremony for JAMA Jam June 2025. See, we've got a bunch of people that have joined the Discord this month, and just recently over the last couple months. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome in. Thank you all so much for being here. We hope to see you either at this jam or future jams going down the line. I know it seems like a lot of people are busy this June, so we'll see, but we'll give you an overview of what the jam is like, what the process is, kind of what to expect, and then we'll announce the theme for this month. So, welcome in. As I've just said, JAMA Jam is so exciting. We're so delighted to have you all here and hopefully provide an excellent experience for everyone. Thank you so much for participating, whether you're even participating in the jam this month, and just bringing the energy and making this all possible. So if you're unfamiliar with an asset jam, it's similar to a game jam, except an asset is just one thing, and that can be anything. So long as it appears like it functions and you're working and designing it with like functionality in mind, anything that could work into a game, animation, or interactive media is an asset. This could include, but is not limited to, like a 3D model, a 2D illustration animation, an audio asset like sound effects, or a soundtrack like a song, or a game mechanic or script. We've also seen people do VFX, shaders, we've seen some like prop rigs, things like that. The only requirement is that you have some sort of visual way of sharing your asset and how it functions or what it should do. So meet the staff. These are the wonderful people that make JAMA Jam possible. Big shout out to everybody involved in helping put this on. Our socials are linked below. We encourage you to stay involved and follow us on all of those and post about the experience as you're going through it and at the tail end when you have hopefully something to show off for it. So general info, it's open from as soon as we announce the theme until Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time with a closing showcase at 7. We'll be posting our final submissions on the jam page on itch.io, which we'll link as well. And that link can all be found in the Important Links channel on our Discord. So the 48-hour time frame is a broad range. It's intended to just make time for everybody's schedule, so don't feel obligated to spend more than like a couple hours on this. The intention is just kind of to make something small, make something quick, just keep the muscles fresh. As far as formatting on itch.io, if you're unfamiliar, you can submit that as a project and then click Upload Game, and then create it on your page. So we recommend naming it with your name or username or however you want to be credited or attributed, and then the name of your asset title. And then give us a little description that's kind of like a retrospective on the process or your experience making this asset, or what inspired you, or why you set out to make that asset. And please make sure to make your first file, or at least one of the files on there, something that we can put into our closing PowerPoint, whether that's an image, GIF, video, MP3, something like that. As far as format suggestions, if you're unfamiliar, for a 3D model, things like rendered out images, turntables, or like images of it in whatever software you're using works great. For 2D assets, like just a PNG or a GIF works, and for audio, MP3 file is the most functional for PowerPoint. And if you have like a script mechanic or something else, just some sort of gameplay or screen recording or images that highlight the work. You could also have like a little more intensive write-up of how that functions. So for example, this is kind of on the back end. You've got this asset here, this wonderful hero illustration of a jam jar. So this artist, James Jam, names it James Jam High Fantasy Jam Jar. You can adjust the project URL, give us a tagline for it. We like to recommend marking it as a game asset and then having files that are downloadable. Marking the pricing as no payments, just because this is something that we want to make sure that everybody can kind of look at and see. And then uploading whatever files are most relevant, usually having a main asset or two or whatever, and then a zip of any other like required materials if you wanted to add your project files for like a 3D model and whatnot, and then the details and breakdown, and then tags can be whatever your heart desires. And this is what it will look like in our closing showcase. We'll be taking that information at the end of the jam and formatting it in this fun little way. So without further ado, can we get some drum rolls in the chat, please? Make use of that soundboard. That is one big thing with the JAMA Jam culture. Go crazy on the soundboard if you're present. Thank you very much. So without further ado, this month's theme is Sunrise/Sunset. So we got a little bit of versatility there. Feel free to interpret it however you desire. and have some fun. We'll see you in 48 hours.